this is it's a very New York show, Cabtivist, if you haven't seen it, and he's going to see how it plays in New England, and we'll see if how the New Englanders react to John McDonagh's show, Cabtivist. So, John, checking in from Cape Cod. How is everything up there in the yard? Is he on?
Yeah, Corey, I was just listening to you. It's not only a one-man show, it's one-man PR. I'm painting signs. I'm trying to get anyone to go. And last night I was at with a group. They're called Mosquito, and it's sort of a takeoff on the moth storytelling. So it was the Mosquito Story Slam. And that was sold out. I was the headliner there and just spinning a few stories about driving a cab. And it went well, and there's, people are going to go from that. They're going to go next Wednesday at the Payomet Performing Arts Center. That's Payomet. And I'm jammed in between Graham Nash and Los Lobos or something like that, and Aaron Neville. And I know where I am on the entertainment ladder. When I was there yesterday, they said, I can't talk to you right now. Graham Nash is on the phone. He wants to know, where can he ship his merchandise? Anybody know? Where should he? I'm there. Okay, I see where I stand.
Where are you shipping your merchandise?
It'll be on my back. That'll be it. Whatever the T-shirt I'm wearing. If somebody wants to buy it in the audience, here's my merchandise.
Well, that's
or
worth
merch,
something.
as they call it.
That's great. So it's the Payomet Performing Arts Center on Wednesday the 19th in Truro. Now, I looked up on the website, I noticed that you're sharing a calendar with Dave Mason, The Wailers, Aaron Neville, Joan Osborne, Southside Johnny, Lucinda Williams, Arlo Guthrie, Suzanne Vega, John McDonough.
Yes.
Are you the main event in this thing or what?
I'm just stuck in between all these things. It's a bit bizarre seeing that because they were telling me that Graham Nash has sold 700 tickets, and tickets start at $400 where you get a meet and greet, you get to hear the sound check, and the cheapest ticket is $95. Now, for $400, I want to write a song and have Graham Nash sing it. I mean, It is unbelievable the amount of money some of these old rockers are getting doing events like Payomet.
Right. Yeah. So I got to bust your chops here for a second because you're at a pretty high-end place here now, and when you perform there on next Wednesday. I was looking at some of the description of this place from its website. It's they'll have different descriptions of this place. Let's see. They produce exciting professional live music, circus, theater, and humanities events. So where does Cabtivist fit in that ring of the?
You know what? Probably closer to the circus than the music end of it. We'll see what happens next Wednesday. But I've been given this opportunity because I did something up in Boston that someone saw Cabtivist, and they're bringing it over there. And also, I wanted to announce that David Rothenberg is going to have me back at the Fortune Society on the last Sunday in August to do a fundraiser. It's their 50th anniversary, and it'll be my third time going up there. And it's just a wonderful event to be any way associated with David Rothenberg and the Fortune Society. It can't be all bad.
That's great. Yeah, that's great to hear.
Yeah.
I also saw that this place does some Shakespeare productions. Now, I wonder what Cabtivist would be like if you took it into like a Shakespearean kind of format. Would you be able to do that? Or could you do it in a sonnet form or something, or what?
No, you know what? I can barely get it out in the.
To drive or not to drive? That is the question, or something, or what? How would it go? I guess I don't know.
That is the question with Uber: to drive or not to drive.
Right?
Is there a yellow cab business? Right. I think not.
To earn or not to earn? I guess, right?
Yeah.
So what's it like there, man? Is it like Middle Village, Queens, or what's it like?
You know what? It reminds me. If you took Woodstock and you put it near the ocean. It's that type of feel, old 60s and, older hippie types that are there. And I was in the place last night was Wellfleet. And then just north of that is Provincetown.
Oh, yeah.
So it's more or less that, and it's just a complete evacuation of Massachusetts. Everybody goes to the Cape. I mean, they go, I'm heading to the Cape. It's not even Cape Cod. It's the Cape.
Right.
So I went up there. And if I do well next Wednesday, they said they'll have me back in August. But
is that right?
It's a real music venue.
Right. So they brought. I mean, they drove you up in a limo. They're putting you up the whole time.
Yeah. Listen, that's what Fox Television did, of which I talk about. they sent the limo out to pick me up in Queens and bring me to the Foxhole on 6th Avenue, which I'll be talking about. But no, you got to make your way up. But they are putting me up for that night. So where that's going to be, I don't even know. But that's the one thing I will be getting out of it.
Well, Truro is pretty high end. I mean, that's pretty rarefied area of town, isn't it? It's. I mean.
Yeah, it is, and like I wouldn't be going up there on a Wednesday night looking for a place to stay. But this place has places that they put the bands up and stuff like that. So I'll be staying, wherever they're keeping Graham Nash or the Wailers
or the Roadies. Maybe they're Roadies. So that's.
Yeah. There has to be something that some sort of space, because everything is taken up, particularly these 2 months up in Cape Cod. I mean, and it's not quite like the Hamptons. Like you wouldn't get in there at all. It's very artistic, the Cape Cod. They got a lot of things going on up here.
Yeah. Well, listen, if they're putting you up with Graham Nash and the Wailers, you call me immediately. I'll be up there in 5 hours.
5 hours?
Yeah.
You
Whatever it takes
with no traffic.
Whatever it takes.
It is unbelievable. I thought it was close to Boston. Oh my God, the driving when I was going up yesterday, it was unbelievable. I mean, I could get to Washington D.C. quicker, and the roads there are one road, and it's quite obvious that people want to keep it that way to keep people out of there.
I see.
Like they don't expand the road, so you're just stuck in this long conga line. As soon as you hit Cape Cod, and you're veering off for this town, and you're veering off for that town. And if you're heading to Provincetown, that's the last place you're going. So you're just stuck on this one single line road the whole way up.
But John, what kind of drivers are they?
They have to be good because you're only going 10 miles an hour.
Oh,
you're on one single road. So, I mean, it's just you can't even get in trouble. And they have a medium in the middle, which quite obvious there must have been a ton of accidents there because of head-on collisions. So they got a medium that goes almost from one end to the other that you can't cross over and have a head-on collision.
Yeah.
So that's how they roll up here.
That's good. Yeah. All right.
Well, listen, it's great to see that you're flying solo. Talking for 2 hours is no easy event that you're going to do.
Right.
And
well,
like
I got a bunch of guests. I'll give the lineup in a second. But we got a murderer's row coming in here. It's not like I have to be Malachi McCord here and just bring it up out of thin air. I'll just be talking to people. So I did want to check in with you first, though, to see how Cape Cod.
No, and thanks for that. I'll be listening online and critiquing you after the show.
Good. Okay. Look forward to it.
All right. Good luck.
Good luck.
Thanks, Corey.
Good luck. All right, John McDonagh. He's performing and marketing and his one-man play Cabtivist in Cape Cod next week, and if he does well, they'll bring him back. And he's in pretty heavy company with some big performers. So congratulations to John.